Ford took the wraps off its new F-150 pickup truck last night. It is all the buzz in the car industry this morning. And we had the chance to speak with Ford's COO, Jim Farley, a short time ago about just what this truck means for the automotive giant as it looks to make a comeback.
It's fundamental. The F-Series lineup is the second most valuable consumer product, only second to the iPhone. So from a revenue and profit standpoint, it is fundamental to the company. And we poured our heart and soul into this product. We're number one for over 40 years in the US as the most popular vehicle. So it's not only important for Ford, it's important for the US.
Jim, it's a beautiful truck. It looks like you're trying to appeal to an even wider audience with this F-150. How do you balance keeping traditional truck buyers happy, but also staying on the cutting edge when you have a lot of other car companies nipping at your heels, right? You've got Tesla, Bollinger, Rivian. We actually spoke to the CEO of Nikola recently, who actually said, we are coming after the F-150. How do you remain the leader in that space?
Well, you have to invest. And look, we sell almost 1 million units a year. So we know our customers really, really well. And you have to invest. You have to think ahead. We put an onboard generator, something that no one's ever done before, 7 kilowatts. You can power a whole job site. Our testing is like no other truck. No one has experience that we do on Bill Ford Tough. We have the most towing, payload, but you have to put the new technology like over-the-air updates, and you have to have the productivity, especially for the work buyer. So for us, it's all about looking around the corner, putting the technology in the truck, but also having that foundation of proven durability, proven credibility in terms of getting jobs done.
Jim, who is the target customer for this? Sure, there's Joe the farmer and Joe the home builder, but when you look inside the truck, you have seats that now fold, that could fold nearly flat. You have a workstation to fit a 15-inch laptop. Seems to be this is a truck in many respects. It's a rolling office.
It really is. But you know, we've been doing a lot of research in the last couple of years, and we found that customers now are spending almost as much time in their products not driving as driving. It was a really shocking statistic to us. More and more people are using their vehicle as a safe space outside of their home. We see it around the world, but even in the US. The target customer is super broad. I mean, we have Raptor customers who pay almost $100,000 for their F-150. We have an XL, work truck in a mine in Montana that paid, $30,000 for a basic truck. So it's everyone. It's a very broad, because we sell almost 1 million units. So it is the #1 selling vehicle in the US. So it's a huge, very broad customer base.
Hey, Jim, what's your favorite feature on the new F-150?
I think it's got to be the onboard generator. I mean, when you go to job sites like our engineers do, we just see every job site has a noisy, stinky generator, and they're expensive. Some of them are up to $10,000, and to have a truck make no noise, power the entire job site with its hybrid powertrain, to me, it's a symbol of using electricity and battery electric power to do jobs, not just to be efficient.
Jim, it's turning out to be a pretty important summer for Ford. Right after the F-150, you have the Bronco being revealed in July. When you look at the Bronco, will that be a mass market vehicle, or do you think it'll be, or you focus on more of the niche consumer there?
So we do have a big summer and fall, because not only we have the Broncos actually, but we also have the Mach-E coming, our first ground-up battery electric vehicle based on a Mustang. So it is very important for us. Bronco is going to be a mass product, but it's really designed for people who want to get out there in the wild. It's a really capable off-road vehicle, something that a lot of Americans have been asking for from Ford. We're the #1 cross-shop vehicle with Jeep, and now we're going to bring out a lineup of products to give those customers an alternative.
Jim, this pandemic has upended auto sales. It's changed the way we buy cars. People are looking for more personalized service. They're looking online to buy
Yep.
cars. Has the virus essentially changed the way we shop for cars forevermore?
I think so. I think it really has. About a third of our sales are online now, but a huge percentage of our service and delivery is now being done remotely, where customers live, where they work. I don't think we're going back. It works better. And I would say from a working standpoint, so many of our knowledge workers have become a lot more productive working at home. So it changes our real estate footprint as a company. We're going to have to develop different kinds of interiors. Absolutely, it has changed our industry, and I don't see us going back.
Jim, has demand for you bottomed in the U.S.? And then secondarily, when does it all come together for Ford? You're a Ford veteran. No surprise that the business it's still in restructuring mode. When do you get the sales coming back, the profit margin benefits from the cost cutting? When does that all come together for the company?
It's a great question. I would say, the fourth quarter of this year, third and fourth quarter in North America is when we start to see the real goodness of our cost and restructuring efforts, when we start to see the benefits of these new products. It's really going to be 2021 for a full year, but towards the end of this year, you're going to start to see what Ford can do in terms of profitability. It's when our costs flow. It's when we launch these brand new products, we start to grow. As far as when Ford started to see a turnaround, it really is kind of the end of this quarter. June has been a real turnaround month for us because sales are now accelerating towards a pre-COVID level, although lower. But for us, 30% of our sales are government, fleet, large commercial sales. We're the commercial leader in the US and Western Europe. And that fleet sales really didn't come back until this month. Those fleet sales are very important for Ford. Large companies like U-Haul, they're very important for us and our profitability. And we started to see that market come back this month.
Alexis, very important what Ford's COO Jim Farley just told Yahoo Finance. June, there has been signs of a turnaround. And for a company that has been in a perpetual restructuring the past year and a half, 2 years under CEO Jim Hackett, maybe signs of a turnaround finally starting to emerge, but I think the market wants to see it. They want to see a good quarter from this company.
And this getting it right with the F-150, which is America's top selling vehicle, is so critical for this company. I mean, he said it at the top of the interview. It's fundamental because during the pandemic, Ford has had to shut down production like other automakers, but Ford actually took on $20 billion in debt. So not only does it have an $11 billion restructuring plan it needs to pay off, but it also has $20 billion in debt. It's looking to the F-150 to help with that. It's looking to that new Bronco to help with that. So a lot riding on this launch for sure.
And it's also the truck too, Alexis, but also the Bronco that will come in July, the Mach-E. And then by 2022, Ford is still expected to have an electric F-150 out, which is very important. I'm sure our producer, Nick Monti, has his eye on that one too, after he buys the one that's about to hit the market this fall.
Yeah, I hope you're saving up, Nick, because the starting price for the Ford, like basic, this new F-150 is about $30,000. But if you go upwards and put in all the bells and whistles, you could be spending more than $70,000 easily on this new F-150 pickup. So it's not just a utility; it is a luxury ride, right? I mean, that cabin is luxury.
Alexis, mere pennies for our very own Nick Monti. And you know what? He deserves that giant workspace in the middle center console for his big laptop.
Yeah, I like it. All right, Nick, we're all going to, I don't know, start like a GoFundMe page or something for your new F-150. Maybe you could do the show from your truck. I mean, anyway, Jim told us a lot more people are actually just sitting in the truck, not necessarily driving it. They're like living in it.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.